Developers miss release windows all the time. As games become bigger, more complex, and increasingly expensive to make, delays, unfortunately, are part of that process. 2026 has some huge launches penciled in, yet several high-profile titles are carrying enough uncertainty, production baggage, or external pressure that slipping into 2027 feels like a real possibility. Here are 5 of the biggest games we think stand a chance of not making it out this year. Grand Theft Auto 6. While unsubstantiated claims of another GTA 6 delay emerged over the holidays, notably from cursory social media accounts rage-baiting for engagement, no official update has come from Rockstar or parent company Take-Two. The unverified reports are speculating Vice City's return will be rescheduled to June 2027. It's no secret that GTA 6, together with Rockstar, has been weathering turbulence. The studio is facing fallout from union-busting accusations, while the game's exclusion from PlayStation Wrapped in favor of Sony's first-party titles fueled the rumors these news feeds capitalized on. Taken together with the resulting chatter from GTA 6's most recent delay, the narrative has arguably shifted. Concerns around project scope and development complexity have arisen, with Rockstar's ability to deliver an experience worthy of the franchise's reputation coming under scrutiny. Even though we're still some distance away from GTA 6's late 2026 window, the question now is, can Rockstar steady the ship, avoid expectation fatigue, and still release an industry-defining open-world epic to match that hype? Again, all signs indicate that the late 2026 release is locked in, and there are reasons to believe that this time it will stick. First, it primes GTA 6 to dominate that holiday season. Second, it maintains the stratospheric anticipation without eroding fan patience even further. And third, it gives Take-Two enough time to tighten its publishing model to perfection without worrying shareholders. You see, reports claim that the impact of GTA 6's most recent delay was insignificant on share prices, but the same cannot be guaranteed if the title is pushed to 2027. So, the bottom line, GTA 6 probably won't be delayed again. Yet, with internal distractions and investor pressure, the game needs to release in flawless condition if it's to match the weight of expectation. Even the slightest suggestion that it is not up to par could trigger another delay, despite the stakes being higher now than ever. Fable. Unveiled way back in 2020, it was confirmed in February last year that Fable's much-anticipated reboot was being moved from its original 2025 release to 2026 to allow more development time. Now we're in 2026, and having seen nothing of the project for some time, speculation is emerging that production is not going as smoothly as Microsoft would have us believe. Still, much like GTA 6, there's currently no credible reports that Fable won't see the light of day in 2026, or, as the most drastic rumors suggest, that it has quietly been cancelled. In development hell or not, Fable studio Playground Games will feature heavily at the Xbox Developer Direct livestream slated for January 26th. Forza Horizon 6, their other arguably more famous venture, already has its presentation confirmed, but we are set to get our first meaningful Fable update in a long time too, quashing the rumors of cancellation. Game complexity explains Fable's lengthy production. But by delaying to 2026, the reboot has landed in a potentially tricky timeline. While Forza Horizon 6 shares a vague release window, insiders anticipate its arrival is the first half of 2026. If true, Fable is unlikely to release until the second half of the year, late summer, September, or maybe into October. The closer it gets to GTA 6, the more its anticipation is diluted by Rockstar's behemoth event. We expect every studio will be keeping a close eye on Grand Theft Auto 6, preparing to push into 2027 if it's needed. Marvel 1943: Rise of Hydra. In a change to our regular speculative programming, this one's waving enough red flags to make a delay into 2027 near enough a foregone conclusion. Skydance Interactive's World War II era Marvel superhero crossover was delayed last May into the first part of 2026. However, late last year, it was confirmed that Rise of Hydra would not be planting its flag before summer 2026. Now, delayed indefinitely, Skydance states the extra time is required to fully realize their vision, but tellingly, with no up-to-date release window provided. Perhaps there is more going on behind the scenes than simple polish. Reading between the lines and jumping aboard the speculation train once more, Skydance's desire to fully realize their vision likely references a shared vision with Marvel. That may imply disagreements between studio and IP owner over what the final version of the game should be. While ambitious, the challenge here seems to be streamlining its complexity. When boardrooms listen to focus groups as much as creators, a spin-off like Marvel 1943 Rise of Hydra is always going to divide internal opinion. Ace Combat 8 Wings of Thieves. Announced at the Game Awards in December, the long-running aerial arcade sim shooter series is back with an explosive campaign set in the Strange Real universe. Photorealism, custom tech, and revolutionary cloud rendering, all powered by the increasingly unwieldy Unreal Engine 5, are the locked-on targets for Ace Combat 8. But with no firm release quarter yet announced, some industry analysts, fans, and insiders claim this puts Wings of Thieves at risk of slipping to 2027. Now, like others in this feature, Bandai Namco hasn't confirmed or denied any of the sort, but given historical context, a delay wouldn't break the mold for this series. Ace Combat 7 Skies Unknown suffered a string of delays. Its launch in January 2019 arrived almost 2 years after its planned 2017 release. The principal reasons for these delays include a push for greater technical accomplishment and the need for narrative rewrites. Given Wings of Thieves is attempting a similarly ambitious story while fully leveraging current-gen tools and hardware, history certainly is at risk of repeating. Marvel's Wolverine. Insomniac's deviation from Spider-Man to Marvel's second most popular superhero is set for release during fall 2026, even after Rockstar's most recent GTA 6 delay. The studio has been adamant across their social media channels that they are targeting the latter half of the year regardless of when Grand Theft Auto 6 arrives. GTA's reliably unreliable reshuffling is a headache for numerous studios, as noted earlier, but Sony and Insomniac are holding firm. Remember, the first Spider-Man game on PS4 released in close proximity to Red Dead Redemption 2, so in retrospect, one release did not overshadow the other. This time around, though, there are key differences. Wolverine, while undeniably popular, is not Spider-Man popular. Likewise, while Red Dead is well liked, GTA is universally revered. For sure, Sony won't be overlooking this, but the true degree of difference is difficult to quantify. So, while the games may be different, their audiences still overlap considerably. If fall 2026 means September or October, then there is nothing blocking Marvel's Wolverine from releasing as planned. But if the game is slated for November, then Sony has a decision to make. Can Wolverine confidently stand apart from GTA 6? Late fall, as November would be, is prime AAA holiday season. If every seasonal duck isn't lined up, if publishing models aren't perfectly placed, then Sony will push Wolverine to next year.
And that'll be about it for this one. If you guys like what we're doing at GamingBolt, please consider subscribing to our channel, and I'll see you guys on the next video.